guys, I'm Candy and welcome back to Candy's Locker Room. The conference championships are today. That's right, the big games before the big game. But before we get into that, let's recap really quickly a little bit to that divisional round last week. Teams battled it out to make it to the conference championships, but of course, 4 of them did not make it. The Green Bay Packers sent the Rams, packing home, and the Bills sent the Ravens flying back home. And yes, history was made with Tom Brady and Drew Brees facing off, but the Bucs took that one home and they advanced to the conference championship. And it looks like Chase Claypool was right after all. The Browns were smacked by the Chiefs and they were knocked out of it, but not too bad. It was 22-17, but nonetheless, they were knocked out of the playoffs. Now it's time for Candy's flag on the play. My flag on the play is the Saints and the Bucs game, Marshon Lattimore and Mike Evans. At this point, it's almost inevitable that these two will get into it during the game. From what I saw, Marshon Lattimore, of course, again, kind of started this exchange of words between he and Mike Evans. And of course, Mike was not going to back down, even with several of the Saints players surrounding him. And you just kind of would almost think that Marshon is kind of like, you talk a good game, I guess, but you don't really play one since the Saints lost this one. Now it's time for Candy's Hot Shot of the Week. My first Hot Shot of the Week was Michael Brockers of the Los Angeles Rams. He had an all-black ensemble on. I wasn't a fan of the tight pants, but what drew my eyes to the outfit was his all-gold chains, and of course he had his number in gold, and I'll just show you guys a picture. I loved the chains with the all-black ensemble. My second hot shot of the week was Cam Jordan of the New Orleans Saints. He had on this blush pink sweatshirt with a wizard on it that said Open Sesame, these hunter green or whatever color green that was, sweatpants, but they were silk, and these multicolored Nikes that I absolutely love. But that wasn't the best part of this whole thing. The cutest thing is he calls his son on FaceTime before the game, and it looks like it's a tradition according to his page, so I thought that was really cute. Now it's time for Candy's Q&A before we get into the conference championships. The first question was, what is your prediction for the Super Bowl game? Well, I already said it, so you need to go back to my last video, but I'll say it again. I would like to see the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers face off in this year's Super Bowl. The second question I don't really want to read because it's a little mean, but it says, do you think Antonio Brown getting hurt was a bit of karma? Well, they didn't say a bit, I said a bit. But do you think it was karma or do you think it was just bad luck? I cannot speak on anyone else's karma, okay? I hope that it gets better. This next question is a little bit messy, but I'm going to read it anyway. It says, if the Texans got rid of Deshaun Watson, would you want the Cowboys to get rid of Dak Prescott so that they could get Deshaun? Y'all are messy. No, though. I would not. You know, Deshaun's a good quarterback for whoever he's going to play for, but Dak is still the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, and I think that he has a lot more years, if they pay him, left to play with the Cowboys. All right, now it's time to get into these championship conference games that are happening today, starting off with the Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers game. This is going to be a good game. Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, but guys, I already said I'm rooting for Tom Brady and the Bucs to win, and you know, if it's a fair game, because they are playing in Green Bay, if Green Bay does not cheat, I think that the Bucs will win. Yeah, Packers fans, I said it, and what is a Packer anyway? And yes, I am still salty about when Dez caught it and they called it back and cheated a couple of years back. That turned into a whole thing for Cowboys fans. We have shirts and all kind of things that says Dez caught it. But hopefully y'all can't cheat y'all's way out of this one and the Bucs get it. There's just one small problem for the Bucs though. Antonio Brown, their wide receiver, well, one of their wide receivers, is out. And a lot of people have been in an uproar about it. But let's not forget, with or without Antonio Brown, the Bucs still have talented receivers and a pretty good team. So I think that they will be okay without Antonio Brown for this game. Now about this Kansas City Chiefs and Bills game. If you guys have been listening and watching, you know that I am rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs so I can see them play against the Buccaneers, as I just said a few moments ago. But the Chiefs have a couple of players that are questionable. I don't think that will stop anything. I think they're still going to win the game, but it's going to be interesting to see who gets to play and who affects the game. Now it's time for Candy's rumor report. Rumor has it that Drew Brees played his last NFL game against the Buccaneers last week. And I have to say, watching that game and watching how Brees exited the field, he did his one last glance back and he did the farewell to the fans, and he even came out afterwards with his kids to play with Tom Brady a little bit. And to me and a lot of other people, it looked like Brees was giving the stadium, the fans, everything, that whole moment, one last look before he said goodbye. I don't know. Do you guys think that Drew Brees is finally going to hang up his cleats after this season? All right, guys, let's get ready for these games tonight. Thank you so much for watching Candy's Locker Room. I'm Candy. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, America's Fave Candy, or search Candy's Locker Room. Follow my Instagram, Candy's Locker Room, and I will talk to you guys soon.